Hello everybody, welcome to a new video of JMSpeedshop. Today I'm going to do the interior. As you can see, my car is not here, so I got all the room. So for the people new to my channel, this interior is from a Mercedes 2.3 16 valve. And I'm going to recondition it and repaint it. So this is red, it will all be black. So I'm using a paint, so it will be painted with a paint gun and not with, you got also stuff you can just wipe on and then the color will go back to normal. But the company where I got this stuff from is from Colourlock. That's, if you Google in Holland leather interior renovation or anything like that, you will find this company. It's a German company from originally, I thought. And so this is the only one that really got the material that I want to use. So what I'm going to do is, what I already did in some parts, I already repaired this. So this is like a filler. It will fill the holes. Like people who saw my videos earlier about this car, you know that these things were on here. So I got them off, completely just leather underneath. So this has all been flattened out. So if it's painted, you don't see anything back from it. And there was some other minor repairs you can do with that, so I will show you what is all in it. So at first you got this stuff. This is like an alcohol based fluid. You can see it's on here. Propanol, isopropanol alcohol. It's like an alcohol based cleaner. And what it does is it will you can remove the top coat that's on here. And then if you're going through it, you will see that the paint color is also getting off. So it will remove all the dirt and all the stuff, and also the top coat. That is needed because otherwise the paint will not stick or not get on the leather. So the next thing what you then should do is just repair it, like I did here, and also on the other side. This I need to have, that's also what you can use the cleaner for. If you use the cleaner, the gel will also be softer on the top, and you can make it flat. So this you can, if you order that, like I have here. This is the paint. It's in black, and this is the leather. How you say that? The gel, and that you also order that in the color. So this is also the this is the top coat. So you can see it like if you're painting steel or a car. You also have a color, and then there is a top coat over it, and that's the same with this leather. So the color that will be on it, a few layers, not too much, and then after a day or so I will put the top coat on, and then you have to wait another day, and you are off for 24 to 48 hours, and then you have to see if it's not loose. If you take a towel over it, it will not give off the color anymore. If that's the case, you have to do another top coat layer on it. So after that you can then put some, how you say that, the leather treatment, like grease, to get it more like back to the old condition. So it's like conditioner for the leather. So what my plan is today is to paint all the big pieces. So both front seats, top half and bottom one, and the rear seat. All the separate parts I will do after that, because I have to have a look how I'm going to position it. So that is my plan. So I will try to film in between what I'm doing, and then we will see how good that will work out. So in the beginning I was always telling I want to leave the red in, but I think I'm just going for black now. It's just an easier color. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's have a look. I did some work already. So the front seats are painted, and I can say it's very easy to do. It's just and the result is just very nice. It just looks like put it in shoe shine or something. It's just I painted this. It gets a little bit sticky. So the weirdest thing of it is you have to spray it on, and there's no hardener in it, only on the top coat, and you then have to use a blow dryer. I have there one on the floor, and then you just can see that the moisture is vaporizing, and then it just looks straight away like this. It just looks like it's just awesome. The only thing I already have seen is what the hardest part is these layers. If you can see in here, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a small bit of red still in there. That's very hard to paint. Also, you can see it here. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'll just leave this now like this, because the guy told me not to paint too much. You can put too much paint on it, so I just stick to what he said to me. It's just like a sticking coat on it, blow dry it, then 2 or 3 cross coats on it, and that's what I did. And it's the top layer is just completely away. It was red, of course, and it just looks very, very good. So what I'm going to do tonight is just with a small pencil, going to do a few drops in it, make sure all the red disappears. But if it's just, I'm already very pleased with it. Look, if you look how nice it is, it's just awesome. So it comes out very, very good. Also the backside is all very nice, and it's very easy. Just the biggest thing you keep in mind is just don't use too much paint. And there is a small pad. This is a small pad I got with it. You can flatten out the top. If you got a drip or anything else, you can sand it out with this. It was included. So that's what I'm going to do. The next thing what I'm going to do. So as you can see, here was a small drip. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little bit thicker on the top. I have to remove it, and that's what I'm going to use it for. Also the other side, the bottom half. Also, it's pretty good in here. So you can still see here is a little bit of red. I'm going to do it with a pencil. Otherwise, the rest will get too much paint, and I don't want that. So also this side is also I just done this one. This is the second one I did, so it's already better than the first one. So looks pretty good. So you can see here where the pad was. I hope that if it's out for a few months and I get the leather conditioner on it, that it will get smoother. We will see about it. I don't think it's not really a problem for me. Also with this was the first pieces I painted, but you can still see here there's some red. this a little bit less. It's just hard to get. Normally if you got black leather already, it's not really a problem, but I'm going to do something with a pencil here. So it's very thin paint, so it's very easy to do, I think. So the next is this. So let's start. So the result of my rear top half of the sheet, I think it looks really good. Like this sort of stuff, I need to have a look, like there's pinpoints in it. Maybe it will be better when it's all be moisturized with conditioner again. Looks pretty good. Still have some, yeah, I can see still some red. Look like this. I'm going to do it with the pencil, just like the last one. But you can see it's not giving off already, so it's very good already. So it looks very nice, it gets shiny. It's just very nice result. I'm very pleased with that. So I have to do just one half of the seat, the lower part of the rear bench. I'm going to do now, and then I'm going to leave these parts because these are the biggest parts. Then I have the headrests and the armrest in the back. I'm going to do that later with I got only the rear or the back side panels of the doors. Had some repairs done on it. I'm going to paint that with each other. It's just small pieces. It's much easier than these big ones because I don't have the car in the garage now. So it's much easier. So I'm going to finish these ones. So I think I'm going to finish tonight. I'm going to make sure all the lines in the leather are also completely black. So I'm going to do that tonight then. So I'm going to finish the other one, and then tomorrow I'm going to do the top coat. So the top coat is, I don't know if I mentioned already, this is like the same as your last, what you also do over normal car paint. It's the blank coat. This is like the same stuff. So this will protect it from, the color will be protected with this. So with this top coat you also need a hardener. They call it Vernetzer in German. So this needs to be going in 1%, and then that will be the last piece. Then that needs to go dry again, and then after that you can go do the conditioner. So I'm going to do the last bits. So next day, everything is painted and it dries for 24 hours. Normally it's only needed for 4 hours, but I just left it like it is and looked for small pieces that were not fully red, or you can see some small pieces. So what I can say about covering the red is some spots is harder than it looks. If you got a nice flat surface like this, there's all not a problem, but if you got these like positions where you got a little bit too much leather, it's hard to get everything red in between. So that's my experience with it now. So for the rest, what do you need to do after the fully paint? If you got some rough spots, you can use this. This is like we call it 4000 grit or 3000 grit. You get all the top, like the pieces that are not completely flat, you can sand out. It's a very high grit sandpaper. It's not really sandpaper, it's some kind of cloth material, but it works pretty good. You can see it's a little bit color change in here. That will all be covered now with the top coat. So the top coat needs a hardener in it. It's 1% of how much you're using. What I read about the top coat, it's a hardening time without heat gun is 4 hours. So you got 4 hours to paint everything. So I want to do it at least in half that time. So what I'm going to do with the panels is the same. I just take two panels, paint it and then dry. So it needs to be in 2 times. So it's you have to put a coating on it, then blow dry it with a heat gun, and then do it another time, and then it's finished. So I will do that. So that's the last stage. After that, it needs to dry at least 24 to 48 hours, and then you have to do the last set. It's called, I don't know how it's called in English, but it's called verziegeling, dus verzegelen in Holland. So that's also a sort of protector you can put over it. It will covers and protect the color underneath. Some cases I read it's not needed because I put a top coat on it, and it's only needed after a year or something. But there's also in the text that it's an extra protection. After that you have to wait 1 week to have it fully cured, and then you put a protector over it. And the protector is, it's called protector, but it's like a conditioner for the leather. And I think my leather will need that more than once because it's pretty old and it was it's not that soft anymore. So we will see. So I ordered that yesterday, so we will see when I got it in house. So now I start with the top coat. So the top coat is done, fully done. I have the complete interior is now in the top coat. So the result is that if you see the beginning of the video where I have the color on it, you can see that this is like a more, it's not that shiny anymore now. It's more like, if you see it in, I don't know if it's really good to see on the camera, but you can see it looks like brand new leather. The color pattern is just awesome. So I'm really pleased with it. So I have some spots that I need to cover again. Like maybe it's very small, but I can see here it's still really small red pieces, and that's because I think that's because this bottom panel is original Mercedes leather. These panels that were red, like this also, were it's not the original Mercedes leather, I think, because that's red, and somebody in the past had this done by a specialist, I think. But this leather is, I think it's just a little bit too much leather for the space, or it's been stretched over the years. This is not that bad. But like this, at the bottom, the seat, you can see it's a little bit too much leather, and that's why it's not that easy to get all the, I say that, in between, to get it all nice and black. It's just a little bit harder to get that done. So what I'm going to do, I leave this now for at least a day. Then I take the parts where I know there needs to be some touch-up. I will put them on the workbench or something and do with a small brush or sponge. I have got some pieces. Yesterday I already tried it with this. I can just get into the deeper spaces and just put some black paint on there, and dry it right away to get it all nice and black, and then put a top coat over it also with a pencil, and then it will be fully done. Then I'm going to let it dry again, and then the Versiegelung needs to go on it, so that's another protector, and then after that the protector or the conditioner needs to go over it. So that's it. So yeah, up till this step I'm really pleased with it. It's much better than I thought it would be. It's just, yeah, you don't know what to expect, but it looks really good. The quality is very nice, so I'm really pleased with it. So let's see the end result. So sheets are done, and the result is very good. I am really pleased with it. I was a little bit skeptic in the beginning, but when I look to the interior and how it turns out, it's just really good. So rear seat. So it's hard to believe it was a lot of red. I already forgot if this piece was red or this. I thought this was red, black red, and it's just they are very nice now. Colored is very good. So rear bands also. It's just it's not yet been how you say that? There's not yet been a layer of protector over it or a conditioner. Not yet done. I'm waiting on the products. So, but it turns out really good. If you look to it just looks like a new leather. Also, what is in this rear bench, I don't know if it is in all 16V interiors, but this is leather, and this is, I think this is the same stuff as that Mercedes calls Mercedes-Benz tax. It's like a taxi interior stuff. This normally, if you got a taxi interior, this is also the same stuff. So it looks pretty good. So this is all fully leather. The sides is the Mercedes-Benz tech stuff, and this stuff is really strong. So that's also, I don't think it's bad that it's in this interior. I think it's really good, and you don't really see the difference. You can feel that the leather is a little bit more smooth and flat. So the only thing I like to mention is when you recolor an interior, and with this interior, I think with original seats that is never been touched, like in this interior is being redone. So like on the front seats, these 3 pieces were red, and on top these 3 or 4 pieces were red. And if you got like the deep lines inside, it's hard to get it colored. So I did it with a brush. Afterwards, dried it, keep it open, almost burning my hands with the heat gun to get it all dried. Otherwise, it will stick to the other side. So it was sometimes a little bit hard. Also, these pieces were there was a little bit too much leather. It's hard, but it's been nice now. So afterwards, also with the top coat, I did the same thing. Put top coat on it. And yeah, it's just really nice. The only thing you still see now is where the black piece was on the red leather. Also there, but I think when it's in conditioner, it will, yeah, maybe over time disappear a little bit. In the rear bench, you can see it not that good as on the front seats, but we will see. It's still a little bit hard. It's not that bad. It feels already softer, but I think when I put the conditioner on it, it will be much better. So afterwards I can say I'm happy that I changed it to fully black. I really love the color. I think it suits more the car. I personally, red was also good, but this is just a more safe color. So yeah, really pleased with it. So if you want any information about this, what I used or stuff, just ask me. I will put some links below the video. I think this product is really good. So this is not a sponsored video or anything else. This is just stuff I bought without getting in contact. The company didn't contact me for anything else, so I just use this product. There can be more products on the market that are pretty good, but I just used the stuff from Colourlock. So the thing that I need to do on the interior, I got 4 side panels. The fronts are in really good condition. The back has some small damages on it. I will repair it the same way I did this interior, so with the gel, and just repaint them just the same. It's the same process as this. It's just a little bit different with hardener in it and drying. This is also why I did not finish the armrest yet, because the armrest is also, this is painted black, but there's no top coat over it yet, so you can see it's more shiny. If I don't know if it's good to see on the camera, but you can see this is more shiny than that. So this is fully fake leather. So this is also in the Mercedes-Benz tech stuff. So I will do this in the top coat when I also do the rear door panels. If the front door panels are good, I will not paint them. So that is the plan for now. So hope you like this video, and if you're not following my channel yet, in the right corner view is my logo. Go to my main page, subscribe if you like the videos. Support is always very nice to have. And comment if you got any questions. Also look further to the playlist, because this interior is from my 190 V12, Mercedes 190 V12 project. That car will be, the video after this will be about building up the doors and all the stuff to get all the trims back on and get it all ready. And then it's almost fully done. So thanks for watching to the video. Don't forget to subscribe, look on my website, JMSpeedshop.com, here's the link, or below the video, and see you for the next one. Bye bye.